Hi, I'm Steven, the calculator guy, and would you like to win $2,000 or $1,000 or potentially $3,000? Well, you can by entering Aperture's competition that they're hosting on my Discord, the DeFi-Dojo Discord. The competition basically is to create the best strategy that can be automated by Aperture and then utilized on their cross-chain protocol. For those who don't know, Aperture was the first protocol to successfully automate the pseudo-delta neutral anchor, mirror, that other spectrum, vault, and they did it really well. Unfortunately, the Terra ecosystem completely collapsed, and so now they're looking for other strategies to automate. They do have development team members from, I think, Facebook, Apple, Google. So they're a very robust team looking for the best possible strategy to automate. If you have one in mind, well, submit it and you may win $2,000, $3,000, or $1,000. Let's talk about the how you would win those prizes. So basically, there are going to be two winners. One picked by me and the DeFi power users called the Black Belts and also the Aperture team in the Discord. We are a collective of what I consider highly experienced DeFi users, and we're going to look at these and sort of suss out which one we think is the best. Then the community is also going to vote on their favorite. Both of these top prize winners will get $2,000 each. So the community will and that's anybody in the free Discord or the paid Discord, will democratically vote on these strategies, and each winner will get $2,000. Now, if the person who is picked by the power users is the same person who is picked by the community, that person will get $3,000 instead of $2,000, and then the second place chosen by the community will get $1,000. 1 second, I have a crying toddler 2 rooms down. So what kind of strategies are we looking for? Well, let's just check out is this the right one? Yes. Let's check out the submission form, right? So if you look at it on Twitter, you can see you can also submit directly through here. You will need to join the Discord. Again, free to join. You don't have to join the premium portion of it. Free to join the Discord in order to win. But to submit, you can submit without being in the Discord. To submit, you can submit here. You can also submit via the announcement that I just showed you. It'll have a link to form submission. But basically, it looks just like this. Very simple. What is the name of your strategy, right? Marketing is important. Well, of course, you don't have to. We can also work on a name. Really, to me, the name is not going to be that important. The strategy is going to be more important. Marketing can figure out a good name after that. Short explanation of how your strategy works. So I'll sort of offer a strategy, show you a strategy that I recently mocked up. Not for this, just for my own investments. And you can sort of see as an example. APR, APY, what the projected APRs, APYs might be. Again, this could be a broad range. And sort of like where the rewards might come from. Scalability, how well it could do with a lot of TVL. Now, this might be a little bit difficult for new investors to think of. If you're someone who doesn't quite understand DeFi, probably this isn't the competition for you. This is probably for like power users, strategists, people who really like to get into multi-protocol. Hey, bud. Huh? All right, and then finally sustainability. How long will the strategy last and why? Ideally looking for a strategy that will last, at least a few months. You don't want something that's going to last a week and then totally be drained by high TVL. Okay, safety, risks, right? Contract risks are always going to be implied there, but if anything is unaudited that you're suggesting, please do mention that. It will be found out eventually, but it's easy just to say it up front. Also, leverage is always a risk. You should mention that, even though I think leverage is probably going to be one of the most commonly used things in these strategies. GLP strategies and GMX strategies are probably going to be mostly submitted, but there are a lot of other things to consider. Then finally, your Discord handle, so we can, know who you are if you are to win. Let me give you an example, right? Here's a strategy that I recently entered into using Solend and Francium or Francium. Whenever I talk to people across the pond, they call it Francium. Us in America, we generally call it Francium. Probably the protocol actually has a correct pronunciation. I don't know what it is. So let me open up those two. basically what I did is I'm doing a short farm with leverage. So I'm collateralizing USDC. Let's say roughly $1,000, and then I am short farming Solana, and I'm doing this at 50% LTV. So I think that's relatively safe. I don't think Solana is going to jump up by 70% to liquidate me anytime soon, which is essentially what it would have to do. And that can also be automated by Aperture, by the way, to protect against liquidation. And then with Frontium, I'm taking that Solana that I borrow, and I am farming it. Let me just connect my wallet so we can see. My position. Hey, look, I'm already up 0.17 Solana in 2 days. Why? Well, I will let you in on a little secret as to sort of what I saw. I mean, it's not a secret. It's just, I hate to even say TA because some people hate TA so much. It is mind-blowing how much some people just absolutely cannot stand TA. They're like, allergic to it, which is fine. More power to us. Okay, now that I've changed a poopy diaper and put a kid back to bed, let's go into the Solana chart. Just to show you the reasoning for opening up this strategy when I did. We can get rid of the pivots. Okay, so basically what I noticed was that when you hit the 8 EMA during bearish trends on the daily chart, you tend to bounce off of it a little bit. And none of these have exceeded 7% above it since we were on a bearish daily in April. So we hit it, right? I said, okay, time to short. And I did around $47, and now we're at 45. Let's see if it continues to go down. We could be seeing a trend reversal right now. I don't know, but that's just the reasoning behind opening this position. So anyways, I could model this, right? So $1,000 initial, then I borrowed $500 of Solana, and I'm farming that $500 Solana in a pseudo delta neutral position. So that means if the market moves, my position won't move too much. But if Solana goes down, I will end up with more Solana in my leveraged LP than USDC, which is good because then when I close the position, right? So I did this with 10 Solana effectively. If I close the position and convert to Solana, I'll receive 10.17. So that 0.17 Solana is completely profit for me. Yay. And that's what I'm looking for. I'm taking a bearish bet on Solana, and I'm hedging that by being short on Solana by borrowing it effectively. If you were to do this strategy by collateralizing USDC or by using USDC and then opening the pseudo delta neutral position, if Solana goes down, your position can also go down as well, and so your total initial investment goes down. So I hedged against that by borrowing Solana against USDC on Solend, and that's the strategy. So I could enter that into this and automate that. Of course, what if I was to enter this? What would I say? I would have to name this. Maybe I call it the the short Frank because of Frankium. Short explanation. Well, I just told you guys, right? Basically, you borrow. You borrow Solana against USDC, and then you throw Solana into Frankium and the Solana USDC pool, and there you go, right? APR, APY, tell us what you think the yield would be. Well, so this yield would be on the initial, right? You wouldn't want the yield on the short farm. You'd want it on the initial $1,000 collateralized of USDC, because that's what you would be investing in the strategy. So if the short farm, let's see, hits something anywhere near, I mean, really it's more like 90%, even though it says 175%. So if it hits 90%, if 50% of your position is getting a 90% yield, that's a 45% initial. I will target 35 to 40%. That's what I would say. I think that's good. Also, if Solana goes down in value as that's happening, you'll get even more yield. But, you can't really predict, or you can't say with any level of certainty or conviction it's going to happen. So I wouldn't really include that in the strategy, right? That's just what you're targeting. And then how is this broken down? Well, you would break down Solend, the yield that you're getting from USDC, which is going to be small, right? 2.6%. And then what you're paying on Solana, which would be 1.5%. So technically you're making money just on that, which is kind of nice on your initial. And then, of course, you know, this yield over here. And to get that, you know, you would simulate and then max. Okay. Oh no, I broke it. Okay. And you would say something like 90%, 103%, for example. But I would be using all Solana, and I would be, boom. So yeah, I'm targeting 91% divided by 2, 45% there. Okay. So that's how I would roughly determine that. Sustainability. How sustainable is this? Well, the yields for Solana USDC have been around this level for about a year now. So I think it's moderately sustainable. I think that we could see this lasting for 4 more months, 5 more months. The yields will vary dramatically, I think, but the performance in a bear market should be positive. In a bull market, not a good vault, to be honest. But I think the Aperture should, well, you know, this is a strategy that I'm opening up. For a bear market, I'm just giving you examples of strategies. And, you know, maybe Aperture should have bullish and bearish strategies. Safety, what are the risks? Okay, so you have smart contract risks from Frankium. You have smart contract risks from, I believe this is Radium? No, Orca. Smart contract risks from Orca, smart contract risks from Frankium, smart contract risks from Solend, and you also have the risks of the Solana blockchain. So all of those are definitely risks associated that should be mentioned here. Also leverage, there are leverage risks, though liquidation is very, very unlikely. And also you can automate liquidation protection with Frankium, whatever it is. So that makes Aperture's job easier. They also have a really nice rebalancing mechanism. You can see here. There's an adjust position. You can literally just click adjust and it will throw it back to pseudo delta neutral, which is really nice, but that is also actualizing impermanent loss, so it's actualized loss there. All right, and then, you know, Discord handle. That's it, right? So anyone can submit a strategy. You can also submit multiple strategies. Don't feel like you can only submit one. Really what Aperture is looking for is the best strategy. So if you have 2 or 3 strategies, if you're picked number 1 and number 2, you get the whole pot, right? You get the entire $4,000 prize money. Congratulations, you. And you can also name the strategy from Aperture, which presumably would be pretty popular given the number of contestants that we have. So that's it, guys. If you have any questions, join the Discord, tag me. And for reference, my Discord handle, if you guys don't already know it, is, let me switch back to Discord. I am this guy, well, it's Steven, but with an X and, you know, those 3 little lines as E's, because that was cool back when I made this handle. So that's me. You can even see my number down here if you want to. You can tag me, comment in the main guest area, right? General chat. Send me a message, whatever you want to do if you have any questions. Also, let's see if he's online right now. McDavid from Aperture. You can also tag him. He is on the Aperture team, so I think he's head of marketing. You can also ask him any questions that you might have. That's it. Thank you so much for watching. I look forward to your submissions. And even if you don't want to submit, just come and join the free portion of the Discord or the paid portion of the Discord. We now accept crypto, which is kind of cool. And you can vote on these strategies, presumably which will be really good strategies. So you just get free access to a bunch of really cool strategies. That's it. Thank you so much for watching and have a wonderful rest of your day.